Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna try to film this video. I have my phone propped up, so um, yeah, hopefully that works out. I can't figure out how to get my camera. I have like this webcam thing set up to my computer, but I can't figure out how to get it to work. But once I get that to work, maybe that'll be an easier way for me to film. But anyway, it's been a long time since I filmed. I very rarely film you guys seeing my face, but I have been, I guess, kind of traveling, and we just moved to a new place, so that's why I haven't filmed. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've been kind of, not necessarily developing, but it's just kind of happened. So I know that a lot of times in the planner community, and when it comes to planners and organization, we can kind of get all over the place. Myself, exactly. Like I can get completely all over the place. Sorry, it's my computer. And by all over the place, I mean that I have a tendency to switch back and forth from size to size to size. If you've watched any of my past videos, you already know that I've been in a pocket size, an A5 size, a personal size, and now I am and now I was in like a pocket sized bullet journal. So you know that I'm all over the place. And I I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that our planner needs change as we change. And sometimes that means sizes change, and sometimes you're doing something and you're in a season in life where you need an A5 planner or maybe even an A4 planner. And then sometimes you're in a season where you need a pocket size planner. The past 3 months, I didn't really have anything to plan at all. So I was just hanging out in this Moleskine pocket sized notebook, just jotting things down as they went. And then, eventually I got my Stylogy. I probably won't have that video uploaded before this video, but I do have a video of me unboxing my Stylogy that I will put up. But this video will probably go up before that. And so, yeah, so I've been like kind of all over the place. So I just want to talk about how to have a fluctuating planner system and how to do it in a cost-effective way and a way that doesn't disrupt your productivity. So I made notes. So just to go over, I'm going to just list the things that I have. There's one planner that is not currently with me. It's back at my mom's house, and she's going to mail it to me, but I didn't bring it because I knew I wouldn't go into that size. But I do have an A5 clip book, the A5 Filofax marble clip book, and I don't currently use that, but I do have that at my mom's house. And then I also have a Michael's Recollections personal size planner, a Filofax pocket planner, a pocket size traveler's notebook, and a bullet journal. And so I'm just gonna pull out my traveler's notebook really quick for you to see. I actually have two traveler's notebooks, but I'm not using one cover. This is actually from Michael's. This is the Michael's Recollections traveler's notebook. And I would just open it up. That's what it looks like. I don't know why. I just don't use this one because I like the other one better. It came with its own inserts. It came with this calendar insert that is undated. And, well, actually it came with this. I bought the calendar insert separate. It was a little 3 booklet. It came with this. So the calendar insert, I bought it separate. And then the two other inserts that the calendar insert came with, I have in here. This is the Webster's Pages pocket size traveler's notebook. And I kind of already have inserts in here. I just have all blank notebooks, some blank pages, some line pages, some dot grid here, and another blank one back here. These two were the ones that came from Michael's. And then I have the Hobonichi Weeks back here. I just stuck them back there because I figured, why not? So everything in here is undated. And so I don't currently use this, but I have it because I am interested in pocket-sized traveler's notebooks. So I figured, it was very cost effective. It was not expensive. I got it at AC Moore. I had a like 50, I think either a 30 or a 50% off coupon. So this I think ended up being like $10. So, and then I bought some extra inserts. So for under, I want to say for under $20 to $30, I got a whole traveler's notebook system. And to me, that's very cost efficient as opposed to paying hundreds of dollars for like a Foxy Fix or a Chic Sparrow or something, especially if you don't know whether the system's going to work for you. I have planned in pocket size traveler's notebooks before, and I do like them. It's just not a system that I stay in all the time. But with having undated inserts, which is one of my first points here, is having undated inserts or inserts that only are 1 to 3 months at a time is a very good way to be able to, you know, jump back and forth between sizes, so you're not wasting an entire year's worth of inserts. So that's my pocket. I'm just going to go ahead and put it away. So I'll just go ahead and address my bullet journal. This is my bullet journal. Bullet journals are the easiest because they are just paper, like just empty notebooks. Like you don't need to, if you stop using it and then you start using it again, it doesn't matter, because it is undated. So yeah, so that's the bullet journal. Nothing really crazy to show there. And then, so like I was in my bullet journal for a while. I wasn't using this as my bullet journal up until a little while ago, but I was in a bullet journal for quite some time. I was using this as my bullet journal, and there's like spreads and stuff in here and everything. And I feel like if you like to jump between sizes and you are someone who bullet journals all the time, that's the easiest, because all you have to do is have different size notebooks and it's just easy. And then the second to last thing I will show you is my recollections, Michael's recollections. Again, super cost efficient. It's cost effective, efficient. Like when it comes to saving money, I think this was like $11 after the coupon. And it came with so many inserts, and I have so many inserts from being in personal size planners before. That's another thing too. Like I don't really throw away my inserts, so I always keep my inserts just in case. So yeah, that's just, I have undated daily planners in here from Filofax, where it just has the day here, like you just put your task and your schedule and all that, and then it has notes on the back. And I have quite a bit. I have a really thick stack of that. And then I have just regular lines paper and to-do lists. Yeah, that's what's in there. And again, like if I felt like I was going to be planning in a personal size planner for quite a while and I wanted to use like different inserts, like 2 weeks on a page, a week on 2 pages or something like that, you can go on Etsy and you can find shops that will have inserts. I think So Much Crafting does her inserts like 3 months at a time, I think. You can definitely get a smaller amount of inserts instead of getting a whole full year. And so the last planner I will show you is this pocket size from Filofax. Now, obviously a Filofax is not as cost effective as all those other ones, but for the most part, I've pretty much always been drawn back to pocket size planners. Now, I had a pocket size Filofax in Vista Blue. I actually sold that planner because of the clasp. I think that the clasp wasn't working well for me. Even though I do like pocket sizes that have clasp, because I feel like it keeps me from overstuffing my planner, but I knew I was going to stuff this one, so that's why I decided to go with the Domino. And this one I just started setting up, so there's not really much going on here. I just have Post-it notes in the front, some stickers and stuff, but I'm going to show you the inserts so that you can see what inserts I'm using. These are the undated inserts, and I got them from Minted Sugar. This is what the front looks like. This is the month. This is the week. This is the month on 2 pages. I already like filled out the dates with like this gel pen that I had. And then this is what it's a week on 2 pages horizontally. I've used this before. I I think when I ordered them from her, I got about I got 3 months. And I used this in, I think, October of last year. And then I have a month in here now. And then I have the other month is just tucked away in here. But I'm planning on ordering from So Much Crafting. I want to get the 2 days per page. I think she calls it a week on 4 pages is what she calls it in her shop. Because I feel like that would just work out a little bit better. And I'm just going to order the monthlies from her too. Yeah, and that's basically all the planners that I have. And I jump in and out of them all the time. Like I said, I use undated inserts. So let me just read my notes here so I don't get off track. So I wrote that buy inexpensive planners and supplies. Even though you have multiple size planners, try to keep everything as simple as possible so that it's easier to switch over. So, and I also feel like that's a good idea when it comes to your planning system, period. Like, especially if you're planning for functional productivity and you're not scrapbooking your planners. Scrapbooking your planners is perfectly fine, but it's easier to transfer information when you keep it simple. Not that you would have to transfer all your stickers or anything anyway if you're jumping from size to size, but I find that the more simple you keep your planning system, the more simple that you keep however you're notating, however you're tracking tasks and things like that, the easier it is to transfer stuff over. And then I just wrote down the best places to get planners for really good prices, inexpensive. So many places are, have really stepped their game up with ring binders and traveler's notebooks and things like that. Jet pens is where I got my Stalogy from. I usually pick up my Moleskines from Barnes & Noble. But Jet pens is really good for finding different types of bullet journals and even traveler's notebooks as well. Michael's now has ring planners in A5 and personal size. They have traveler's notebooks in regular size, like if you compare it to like the Midori regular TN, and pocket size. And then they also have spiral bound planners, like the kind of like the Erin Condren size planners that I also think are really excellent. So even like they're not that expensive. Those are that takes a little bit more of a commitment, but they do have academic ones that start to run an academic calendar year. So if you're only using it for school, you can, invest in something like that. It's not super expensive and it'll last you the whole school year. AC Moore, I know AC Moore carries Webster's Pages and Mambi. Webster's Pages has like really stepped their game up. I remember the first time I got a Webster's Pages planner and I was like, this thing is so cheap, and it was pretty expensive for how cheap it felt, but I saw their A5 planner in AC Moore the other day and I was like, wow, they have really stepped their game up. So AC Moore has Webster's Pages, and then also I wrote down here Facebook buy sell groups. Facebook buy and sell planner groups are really, really good. If you can get into like a good planner community where they have a lot of swaps and things like that, those are good options to try to find planners that are cheap and even inserts. And then as if you're into traveler's notebooks or you want to get into traveler's notebooks and you want something a little bit cuter, or maybe you don't want to get it from Webster's Pages or you don't have access, really, 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 really cheap. I think almost every size is like under $20 and some are under $10. If you go to 1407planners.com, they have this thing called Try Your Size. And you can go from micro all the way up to like A5 or A4 size traveler's notebooks. They won't have they won't have pockets or more than one band in them, I don't think, but it's a good option to try to figure out whether you like that size or not. So or a traveler's notebook, period. So yep, that's all I have for my fluctuating planner system and how to do it on a budget so that you're not spending a whole lot of money to jump in and out of different sizes for planners. So I hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye.